What's going on, guys? So I wanted to do a quick little video on the Nike Metcon DSX Repper. This was a shoe that I had seen for quite some time. Obviously the shoe came out earlier this year. Obviously, another second, sorry about the noise, there's some people lifting on the other side of the gym, but wanted to check these shoes out just because I had seen them all over the place. And I have the Metcon 1s. I don't have the 2s, but I do have the 3s. I don't have the DSXs, but I just was looking to test out a new shoe. I've seen these all over the place, hadn't really heard too much of it. I know Joel from As Many Reviews as Possible had done a shoe review for the shoe, but I wanted to test it out myself to see what it was all about. Nike hadn't really done much promotion of it outside of, they did like a series of college colorways and things like that for, different big schools and stuff. So I grabbed these from the Nike outlet, and they came out to like $60 because the Nike outlet by where I live has them for pretty cheap. Originally they're like $100, so I got like $40 off, which is pretty nice. But yeah, just wanted to test these things out. Initially when I got them, I thought I would be able to use them for a lot of like heavy Metcons and things like that, which I have done some heavy lifting in them. I've done some snatch, grip, push presses and things like that. I didn't really max out in them, and the biggest reason why I didn't is because this sole compared to the Metcon sole, this sole is a lot softer. You don't have that same stability that you would find in the Metcon 3 or the 2 or the 1 or even the Flightnet DSX. This is honestly a lot more of a stripped down model of the Nike Metcon, which is what I found quickly to be. So I don't actually use these, or haven't really used these in heavier sort of pieces, like that would have involved some heavy snatches or some heavy clean and jerks and things like that, because of the fact that my foot would end up moving around so much in the sole of this shoe. The cool thing about this shoe though is that on the sole it's got these flex screws on it, and so what I found was that this shoe is really great for running. I did a lot of running in these within the past couple weeks, as opposed to running in my regular Metcon 3s or my Metcon 1s, which the Metcon 1s I feel are the best Metcons out of them all. So these have that same sort of flex screw pattern that you would find on the regular Metcons. But like I said, these are a very stripped down model. Like you can see on the shoe, it does have this protector covering on the toe cap, but most of it is just all mesh. It doesn't have the same protective coating that you would find on the Nike Metcon 3. It's almost like a fabric material that they glued on top of it, but it does seem pretty protective. On the sides, it does have the rope climb technology that they have on the other Metcons, but again, it doesn't have the same, what it's called, sticky rubber that you would find on the DSXs or the Metcon 3s, any of the other Metcons. So like I said, these are very, I would say, stripped down budget model. I know some other people have said that these are not really a budget shoe, but for $100, you're not getting the same technology or the same sort of features that you would find on the Metcon 1, which is why I think, if I was gonna purchase these again, I probably wouldn't. But if you were gonna use these for something, I think these are a great shoe for doing, high rep Metcons and things like that. For example, tons of running, tons of box jumps, maybe jump ropes and things like that. Another thing that I did find on these that I liked a lot is that the overall fit of the shoe is very snug. Some people have said to size up. I went with the same size. I wore size 10 in most shoes outside of Converse, which is a size 9.5. These ones I went with a size 10, but they are very comfortable. So if you are, on a budget looking for a shoe that's going to provide you with some sort of functional fitness features, I think this is a great budget model. I wouldn't go as to say as this being on the same level of the Metcon 3s, the 2s, the 1s, or even the DSXs, because of the fact that it doesn't have a solid platform similar to what you would find on the other shoes. Again, even with the mesh, I would really be concerned about doing a lot of rope climbs and things like that with this shoe. But overall, it's a very comfortable shoe for walking around in, doing some, light, high rep Metcons, not with a lot of weight, maybe some wall balls, some jump ropes, some box jumps, things like that. I think it's a good shoe. The flex screws, so it almost seems like it has some similar features to the Metcon, but it's not quite there. I'll leave links in the description of this video so you can check out more if it's something that you like. But like I said, I don't even think that Nike will be maybe even doing another run of these next year. I don't know if they'll be producing these next year, because I don't think the reception that they had with this shoe was similar to you know, the Flight Knits or the, you know, Metcons. Like, you know, next year they're coming out with the DSX 2s with the midsoles. There's been no sneak peeks, no nothing in regards of another version of the shoe. Maybe they will incorporate this shoe into like other sub-budget models, because they've been, you know, providing more and more sort of like functional fitness shoes since they've gotten into the world of CrossFit. But yeah, like I said, I like this shoe. I won't be using this for serious Metcons. Like, I wouldn't be doing Grace in this. I wouldn't be doing Schoolboy in this. I wouldn't be doing, maybe I would do something like Annie in this or something like that, but I wouldn't be doing DT in this shoe, just because it's not going to provide you with the stability that you need. And that's going to be pretty much it. Like I said, it's a very stripped down version of the shoe. It doesn't have the Flight Knit material, but it does have the fly wires to make sure that your foot is nice and snug. The tongue feels pretty good in terms of being secure and not moving around. And that's all that's left to the shoe. It's a very stripped down budget shoe. Like I said, there'll be links in the description of this video for you to check out further if this is a shoe that you'd like to get. But honestly, in my opinion, if I was going to give it a star rating from scale of 1 star to 5 star, I would give it maybe a 2.5, 3. Just because I feel it hits a lot of the marks of being like a functional fitness shoe, maybe along the realms of like the strike movement shoe or something like that, but it's not really, I would say, necessarily the best CrossFit shoe that you can get. You'd be better off getting, you know, the Reebok Nanos or the Metcons as opposed to this budget model CrossFit shoe. And yeah, guys, with that, that's going to be it for today's video. Just want to do a quick overview of the Nike Metcon Repper, or the DSX Repper is what it's called. Let me know if you liked it, what you liked, what you didn't like. If you guys have any other questions, make sure to leave a comment in the description of this video, or if there's any other products that you'd like me to check out, make sure you leave a description in the bottom or in the comment section of this video. And with that, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. As I always say, may your coffee be black and your barbells be heavy. This is David with Prime Force, and I'll catch you guys later.